Hello and welcome to my house here in Indiana. My name is Kim Wallgren and I am with the CERN Foundation. My husband Jake and I and our 4 children live here on this little farm in the Midwest. One of the greatest gifts my father ever gave me was a love for the country. It has been a place of solitude for us over the years. It also happens to be a perfect place to release butterflies and to watch them soar. You could have never told me that we'd be hosting the 2020 Ependymoma Awareness Day event at my home, but here we are. I'm so thankful that you're here. I know these are uncertain times. Things are heavy and stressful. We're all just trying to do our best. We're trying to stay safe and we're trying to keep going forward with things that are important to us. I really miss seeing all of you. The Head to the Hill event in Washington, D.C. is such a great experience. And I miss seeing my CERN team. I miss seeing the National Brain Tumor Society staff. I miss seeing friends and colleagues from around the country that gather and work together towards finding a cure. It's one thing that I do know is that the brain and spinal cord tumor community, we know tough, and we don't stop without giving a really good fight. We know perseverance, we know what survival means, and we know compassion very well. I think during these times, we have a lot to tell the world about how to live and how to live well. Over the past 14 years, the CERN Foundation has offered the community educational resources, awareness efforts, and sponsored numerous research projects. During that time, we have connected directly with over 3,000 ependymoma families. This is truly remarkable, and some would say could have never been possible. But what we did together and what we continue to do is join forces to launch research efforts into action. Because of the initial groundwork that the CERN Foundation laid through extensive clinical, scientific, and outreach support, others from around the world have been able to go beyond what CERN originally started. It is so rewarding to see previous work carry on in new capacities, to see new scientists engage in the ependymoma space, to see new institutions focusing on this disease, and to see new families dedicating to support this cause together. When we are united, our cause doesn't seem so rare anymore. Now, with the support and strength of the National Brain Tumor Society, we will strategically move forward with the Ependymoma Fund for Research and Education. For the 2020 Ependymoma Awareness Day, we adopted a mindset of create and connect to inspire this virtual event when we found out that we wouldn't be able to meet in person. CERN released ideas in March on ways that people could engage from their homes with this event. We started a t-shirt campaign, and thankfully my Go Gray in May sweatshirt came yesterday in the mail. We have butterfly coloring pages, instructions for origami, pictures of chalk art, and we also have a campaign to give money to this Awareness Day event. So you can go to our website if you want to engage in those throughout the whole month. It has been a treasure to see pictures come in from you guys and notes about what you're doing at home. And so I so appreciate that feedback, and keep those coming, please. One of the goals of hosting Awareness Day is to elevate the voice of our rare community in order to propel research into action. There are so many things that are out of our control right now. Health issues, difficulties because of COVID-19, our next MRI scans, and so on. We can't control a lot of what happens in life, but we can be empowered to share our human experience through this disease. I hope you join us today to use storytelling to amplify your voice. Our stories unite us despite our differences. Regardless of our age, our diagnosis, we share similar hopes and dreams when it comes to our life and the life of our loved ones. That is why today we will be releasing videos from 9 in the morning till 9 p.m. on our Facebook page of Ependymoma community members from around the world. I hope you're able to watch a few. They are truly remarkable. Shortly after this video, Molly was invited to be our 2020 speaker. And since she can't be there in person to give that speech, she is going to sing a song and share her voice with you by singing a song that she picked out just for this group of people. I want you to take note of the many different types of videos that were submitted. We have videos from different institutions, organizations, families, spine, brain, adult, pediatric. Unity is powerful. There's power in telling your story. Create and connect. Not everyone is meant to share their story with the world on social media, and that's okay. But I implore you to create that story on paper, voice recording on your phone, or on video, and connect with another by sharing. Maybe it's a child, or a partner, or a neighbor that you've never really told your whole story to. The point is, when we connect with others by sharing our personal experience, suddenly our burden is a little less and our voice is a little louder. Just think, today, as we gather here for this event here in Indiana, this effort started because of one story. Let me share that with you. It's my family's story. Almost 18 years ago, my dad was diagnosed with anaplastic ependymoma. Like most of you, we were thrown into a world that we did not want to belong to, rare brain tumors. It took me a while to find my own strength during this crisis. And it took me a while to dismiss the self-doubt that I had that my voice was not important enough to share with others. But suddenly I did realize that by communicating what we had gone through, it might help one family to not have such a burden that we had. I also began to see a lot of hope along the way, and I needed to let others know what was out there. Year after year, I have been able to share my story with medical professionals, advocacy groups, and patient families, and I haven't stopped yet. Therefore, today, I want to take this time to recognize my mom and dad who are quarantining by themselves in Dayton, Ohio. You have been unconditional with your love and support of our family and vulnerable with sharing the difficulties of your ongoing experience. Your suffering has yielded tremendous beauty, even though I know it has come with a deep cost. I'm forever changed because of this experience, and I think we all are. None of us could have ever imagined the severity, the intensity, and the all-consuming impact that a diagnosis of a rare malignant brain tumor would have on our family. Together, we will keep on marching forward so that someday families have better treatment options and a more hopeful future. Hope can be life-giving and difficult to find all in one day during an experience with a brain or spinal cord tumor. Hope means different things to different people. It comes from different places, and it can change throughout one person's experience. But what I want to let you know is where I've seen hope in the past few months despite this pandemic. I've seen hope when researchers are gathering on conference calls because they're not able to meet in person. I've seen hope when I've seen clinicians from around the country get on Zoom calls to communicate to patients that they are dedicated to prioritizing their safety and making treatment options still available despite all of the different protocols going on. I see hope in the groundwork being laid for clinical trials that will come. I see hope when I learn about researchers that are going into the lab in the middle of the night just so they can adhere to social distancing policies. I find hope when I speak to each one of you on the phone and through email. And I see hope in the love that prevails between families and friends, even in their greatest hours of pain. As Chaz shared in his video this morning, highlighting some of the history of Ependymoma Awareness Day, the butterfly was chosen as a symbol of hope. And now I'm going to call on some very special helpers to help me to release the butterflies. All right, thank you.
For the staff and folks that are working across the world to help find a cure for those with brain and spinal cord tumors. We thank you.
For the doctors, nurses, scientists, and healthcare workers who put the safety and well-being of their patients as a top priority and are working tirelessly to keep us safe and find a cure. We cherish you.
For all the care partners and friends, we couldn't have done this without you. We love you. For the kids, we hope for you.
Oh.
For the patients who have ependymoma, we see you.
And for those of you in a time of grief and pain, may you be reminded that healing is possible for you too, and that hope can still be a part of your story. And for all of you guys watching at home, this is for you.
Yay!
We trust that after participating today and watching these videos, you're reminded that you're not alone even though you have a rare disease, that you feel empowered to take a step towards a goal you have or a decision you need to make, and that hope fills your heart in a way that is meaningful and true to you. And as always, thank you so much for supporting this event and this group of people. And please bring your family and friends along with us to elevate the voice of the brain and spinal cord community. Thank you.